Hello and welcome to ThePrint. Today I shall talk about India and the Five Eyes Alliance. Recent reports of alleged activities of Indian intelligence agencies, notably the Research and Analysis Wing, in countries as far away as Canada, the United States, and Australia, have brought to the fore the contentious issue of intelligence operations among allies. India, a pivotal player in geopolitics, finds itself in the focus of various intelligence networks, each vying for its collaboration and allegiance. Among these, the most renowned is the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, comprising the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. As India navigates its role in the global intelligence landscape, it faces a myriad of converging and diverging interests with the Five Eyes. There is therefore a need to analyze the dynamics of India's relationship with this group, exploring areas of convergence and divergence in intelligence cooperation. Areas of convergence. Firstly, counterterrorism. All parties share concerns about global terrorism and its impact on regional stability. Intelligence sharing regarding terrorist activities, networks, and potential threats is crucial for preemptive measures and joint operations. India's geographical location and historical experiences with terrorism makes it a valuable partner in the Five Eyes efforts to combat extremist organizations. Secondly, is cyber security. In an increasingly digitized world, cyber security has emerged as a paramount concern for nations worldwide. India and the Five Eyes recognize the importance of information security and collaborating on cyber threat intelligence, technological advancements, and joint exercises. Given India's burgeoning IT sector and expertise in cybersecurity, this collaboration will only enhance the capabilities of the Five Eyes Alliance in combating cyber threats. Thirdly, is maritime security. With a vast coastline and strategic maritime interests, India shares common concerns with the Five Eyes nations regarding maritime security and safeguarding vulnerable sea lanes of communication. Cooperating in maritime domain awareness, naval exercises, and anti-piracy operations strengthens the collective ability to safeguard vital sea lanes and maritime interests. Areas of divergence. Firstly, strategic autonomy. One of the pillars of India's foreign policy doctrine emphasizes strategic autonomy and non-alignment, which often conflicts with the objectives of the Five Eyes Alliance. While India seeks to maintain friendly relations with all nations, including those outside the Five Eyes, its approach is often divergent from the alliance's unified stance on certain geopolitical issues. Secondly, regional dynamics. India's complex relationships with its immediate neighborhood, particularly with countries like China and Pakistan, can create divergent interest with the Five Eyes Alliance. While the alliance may prioritize containing perceived adversaries, India's approach to regional diplomacy often involves nuanced engagement and balancing acts to safeguard its interests without escalating tensions. Thirdly, is data privacy and sovereignty. India's stance on data privacy and digital sovereignty may differ from the policies advocated by the Five Eyes countries. India's regulatory frameworks, such as data localization laws and restriction on foreign technology companies, may clash with the alliance's push for open data flow and liberal market access. Therefore, notwithstanding the divergences, avoiding confrontation with the Anglo-centric Five Eyes alliance is globally beneficial to both the alliance as well as India for several reasons. Firstly, enhanced security cooperation. By avoiding confrontation, both India and the Five Eyes alliance can focus on enhancing security cooperation in areas of mutual interest as outlined above, such as counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and maritime security. Confrontation could undermine trust and hamper collaboration, weakening collective efforts to address common threats, thereby putting the world at risk. Second is stability in the Indo-Pacific regions. India's strategic location in the Indo-Pacific region makes it a key player in maintaining stability and security. Confrontation between India and the Five Eyes alliance could escalate tensions and destabilize the region, adversely affecting trade, investment, and regional cooperation. Thirdly, counterbalancing adversarial powers. India and the Five Eyes countries share concerns about the growing influence of adversarial powers such as China and Russia. By avoiding confrontation, they can better coordinate efforts to counterbalance these influences through diplomatic, economic, and strategic means, promoting a balance of power conducive to stability and security. Fourthly, is the promotion of shared values. Despite differences in approach and priorities, India and the Five Eyes alliance share common values such as democracy, rule of law, and respect for human rights. Avoiding confrontation allows them to focus on promoting these shared values through diplomatic engagement, capacity building initiatives, and support for democratic institutions globally. At the end of the day, it is about competing systems, that is, democracies versus autocracies. Fifthly, is economic interdependence. Economic ties between India and the Five Eyes countries are significant and growing. Confrontation could disrupt economic relations, leading to adverse consequences for businesses, investors, and consumers in both India and the Five Eyes countries. Maintaining stable economic ties fosters prosperity and strengthens the foundation for broader cooperation. As the fastest growing economy in the world, the West can ill afford to have poor relations with India. Sixthly, is strategic hedging. Both India and the Five Eyes alliance engage in strategic hedging to mitigate risks and maximize opportunities in an uncertain geopolitical environment. Avoiding confrontation enables them to pursue flexible and nuanced strategies that leverage shared interests while managing divergent priorities and concerns. Issue-based engagements and cooperation are likely to have better mutually beneficial outcomes. Avoiding confrontation between India and the Five Eyes alliance is essential for fostering security, stability, and cooperation in an increasingly complex global environment. By focusing on areas of convergence and managing differences constructively, they can better address common challenges and seize opportunities for mutual benefit. Navigating these dynamics requires a delicate balance between leveraging shared objectives and safeguarding national interests. As India continues to grow in influence on the global stage, its engagement with the Five Eyes alliance will remain a critical aspect in the broader foreign policy calculus for all parties, as evidenced in the words of Philip Green, Australian envoy to India, who, while declining to answer questions on intelligence matters, conceded that any bilateral relationship can experience occasional speed bumps. This is General Naravane for ThePrint.